Next on CBS 4 News at 6:30, a 14-year-old girl killed in a car crash with a BSO deputy. Her friends remember her tonight as we dig up what could have caused the accident.
Then a memorial on wheels, lots of wheels. More than 1,000 cyclists ride in honor of a man killed in a hit-and-run crash. We'll have the latest in a CBS 4 I-Team investigation.
And Sam's Club cuts, why thousands of job cuts could mean more free samples for you. Good evening. I'm Shannon Horry.
And I'm Antonio Mora. The CBS 4 News at 6:30, now in high definition, starts right now.
From Miami-Dade, Broward, and the Keys, this is South Florida's CBS 4 News.
We begin tonight with the death of that 14-year-old girl killed in a crash with a Broward Sheriff's deputy.
BSO says they don't know yet if that deputy was headed to an emergency or who is at fault in the accident. What we do know is friends and family of Kara Catlin are devastated. CBS 4's Tiffany Helberg is live in Lauderdale by the Sea, where a memorial for Kara was held just a short time ago. Tiffany.
It just wrapped up here, Shannon, and friends tell me that Kara Catlin loved the beach, so they thought it was fitting that they say their last goodbyes to her here. At least 100 people showed up to pray for Kara. They released balloons and dressed in her favorite colors, purple and white. An emotional evening for all of them. The tears flowed as classmates remembered Kara and tried to come to grips with her sudden loss. Last night, Kara was in the car with her 21-year-old sister, Heather Meyer, and her 15-year-old friend, Gabrielle Alegria. They collided with a Broward Sheriff's Office patrol car, and the impact tore off the back of the car carrying the teens and did the same to the front of the officer's car. Kara died. Her sister and friend were rushed to the hospital, and the officer was treated for minor injuries. It's a tragedy that cut short the life of a young girl with a vivid imagination and ambitious goals.
Be a CEO and buy an island and all sorts of stuff she used to tell us all about, and she's not going to do anything anymore, and it's horrible.
No, God has a reason for everything, but my only question is, what was the reason for this? Kara was the sweetest girl. I couldn't name.
So who's at fault? That's not clear. The sheriff's office tell us that the deputy was driving without any lights or sirens, but all of this is still under investigation. We're live in Lauderdale by the Sea. Tiffany Helberg, CBS 4 News.
Tiffany, thanks. Now to the latest on an I-Team investigation. The hit-and-run death of a bicyclist on Key Biscayne last week has led to outrage, tears, and calls for change. But today, his death brought unity to more than 1,000 cyclists who rode together to honor him. CBS 4's Natalia Zaya has covered this story from the beginning, and she brings us that special ride from Key Biscayne.
These bicyclists stood at the crest of the Bear Cut Bridge in Key Biscayne this morning, thinking of the fellow cyclist who died here. 44-year-old Christophe Lacan was killed by a hit-and-run driver who police say was drunk and speeding.
It makes me sad. I feel like crying. He leaves a wife and 2 children behind.
And they know next time it could be any one of them. Some have already been hit.
They hit me on Brickell.
I was hit in 2000. I still have my, the scars for it. This happens all the time.
I'm the one that lived through what this guy did, and I watched him die Sunday morning. I never thought I'd see a bigger pool of blood in the roadway than mine, and I did last Sunday morning.
Today, more than 1,000 cyclists came together for a memorial bike ride in honor of Lacan. Many are upset the nearby Miami-Dade fire station was closed because of budget cuts, while Lacan lay dying on the road. In an apparent error, the dispatcher did not call Key Biscayne's department or Miami Fire to attend to Lacan. It took county crews 15 minutes to arrive.
Fire station's still closed.
And even while more than 1,000 cyclists rode through Key Biscayne, the county fire station was closed, though commissioners vow to reopen it full time. But that's not all these cyclists want.
One of the concerns the cyclists have is that there's no barricade to separate this bike lane from the traffic lane, and they say cars come zooming past them at record speeds.
They see that there's a bike lane and they just run over you.
Some are demanding a lower speed limit. Others just want more officers here. Anything they can do to make sure this death will not be forgotten or repeated. Natalia Zaya, CBS 4 News.
If you would like to know the laws for driving your cyclist, log on to CBS4.com. We have it all there for you.
We have a lot more ahead on the CBS 4 News in HD. Sam's Club announces it is cutting thousands of jobs, and most are from one department. We'll tell you why it could mean free food for you.
Then take a look at our new home. We'll give you a tour of our new high-definition set and show you how we got here next.
You are watching CBS 4 News in high definition at 6:30, covering Miami Beach, Weston, Marathon, and your South Florida neighborhood.
We'll be right back. Well, you probably noticed by now we're in some new digs and also coming to you in a much clearer picture because as of today, CBS 4 News is broadcasting in high definition.
And with that big technical upgrade, we are also unveiling a whole new look. CBS 4's David Sutta shows you how it all came together.
The medium of tomorrow.
Since 1967, CBS 4 has been serving South Florida. Our look has changed many times, but never as dramatic as today.
Roll 20, track and take.
Behind the scenes over the past 6 months, we've been building a new and improved station. High definition, a new studio, and a whole new look.
Oh.
Our graphics department is debuting a brand new logo for CBS 4, the first in 10 years.
We wanted to really keep that South Florida feel, and even though, you know, we're going to miss some of these colors, we've kept some of them and sort of simplified it where it's just clearer.
Clearer is key because you are now about to see our news in high definition, clear widescreen video that will show you every detail of your news.
I think the quality of the video is impressive.
CBS 4's Director of Operations, Marcelo Sanchez, has overseen 22,000 square feet of cable run through our station, the installation of 7 high-definition cameras, and a new control room switcher. And his team did all of this in just 2 months.
Are you like a proud father?
Yes, of course. Yeah, it's my baby.
Marcelo will be in the studio the first time we broadcast news in high definition on our brand new set. Yes, 2 weeks ago, we started tearing down the old one, 1,400 square feet of big screens and backdrops. It took us 6 days to wipe out the old and bring in the new. Our staff installed a new video screen on the west side of the studio, then a new plasma section on the east side. In between was my contribution to CBS 4, a gorgeous backdrop of downtown Miami. That's me snapping away from the Venetian Causeway just after 6 a.m. We merged 5 photos together to form a landscape that you could blow up the size of a billboard and not lose any quality. The final product is a whopping 17 feet long.
Tomorrow in our True View, warm and breezy, sun and clouds.
With the final pieces installed, we didn't have time to take a break and admire her beauty. It was time to practice.
Keep that. Talking about, sorry. Let's do that again. All right.
The new studio logos in high definition is not only new to you, but to us as well. High definition changes everything.
Track 32, effect up.
Our technical staff spent the past week rehearsing. Shannon and Antonio, Erica and Elliot, Cynthia and Jim spent hours retelling us the news after telling you from our temporary set.
Right now at 5, powerful aftershock.
After a week of broadcast you never saw, we are ready. A new studio in high definition with a brand new look. And we are just getting started. Our weather department is next to go high definition, and soon after that, you'll see our crews in the field from your community broadcasting in high definition. From our brand new high definition studios, I'm David Sutta, CBS 4 News.
We're very excited about this, and high definition certainly does change everything. You have to spend a little more time, I guess, in the hair and makeup area.
Every little speck shows, too, on the clothes.
CBS 4 News at 6:30 in high definition. We'll be right back.
Chief Meteorologist David Bernard will have your forecast, and unfortunately, it includes some rain. Next.
In News for Your Money tonight, more than 11,000 workers from Sam's Club warehouse stores lost their jobs today. The company, which is run by Walmart, said the cuts will span all 600 stores, and most are in the demonstration department. Sam's Club has hired an outside company to better market its fresh food, which will mean more free food samples for you. Sam's is trying to compete with regular grocery stores and the other warehouse stores.
Pretty good weekend, David Bernard. A little windy today.
That was the big story, the wind. Wow, it was howling over 30 miles per hour at times, and it's still gusty tonight. Right now, we're looking at 77, 78 degrees. The stickiness factor is a 5. That's fairly sticky for this time of the year. And southeast winds are at 15 with gusts up to 32 miles per hour. But we have a change coming. There's a front coming into the Panhandle right now with heavy thunderstorms. In fact, a tornado watch for the Panhandle. This front will be approaching our area tomorrow, and that's going to mean a cool change. In fact, look at our true view. It'll show the front knocking on our door by the afternoon, and there's going to be a good chance of showers. So we'll say showers move in and then warm and breezy. But the front quickly moves out by tomorrow night, and that's going to set up a really nice Tuesday, a cooler breeze, and we'll have a lot of bright sun. High pressure is going to move right over us by Wednesday, and that'll mean a chilly start in the morning, but still a lot of pleasant sun in the afternoon. And then late next week, we're going to have a little bit of a warm up as the high moves away and our winds return out of the south. So we'll say a little warmer with sun and clouds. Here's our forecast then for tonight. A mild breeze and maybe a brief shower. The low only 72, so very warm for tonight. Tomorrow near 80, showers likely warm and breezy, and then the front's going to come through by late afternoon and evening. Small craft advisories are up for southwest winds turning northwest, 20 to 25. Gulf Stream advisory as well for offshore wave heights up to 8 feet. And the bays are going to be choppy. Here's a look at your work week. 80 tomorrow, showers are going to be likely, a cooler breeze, and 72 on Tuesday. A chilly start. Some places may start in the upper 40s, guys, by Wednesday morning. And then lots of sun and warming up a bit more, back to 80 by the time we get to Friday.
All right, David, thanks.
We'll be right back with sports.
Prim's Rip and Pat with sports here will come February 7th. Peyton Manning and the Colts will be right here in South Florida for Super Bowl 44. AFC Championship game in Indianapolis today. It's a showdown between Peyton and the rookie Jets' Mark Sanchez. First half, second quarter, Sanchez goes long. He's going to hook up with Braylon Edwards for an 80-yard bomb. Make it 7-3 Jets, and they just keep attacking. Sanchez, he's going to get pounded, but he gets it to Dustin Keller for a 9-yard score. Make it 14-6 Gang Green, but don't celebrate too soon. Colts on the comeback. Manning finds a wide open Austin Collie in the end zone. Indy cuts an 11-point deficit to just 4 at the half. And then after the break, the former Super Bowl MVP finds Pierre Garçon for a 4-yard touchdown. So now Indy is on top 20-17. Rex Ryan is in disbelief. Peyton was going to put this one away. He hits Dallas Clark for a 15-yard strike. That puts the Colts up by 10. Indy goes on to win 30-17, advancing to their 4th Super Bowl in franchise history, which ironically has all been played in Miami.
Peyton had just an outstanding game. I mean, he's one of those guys that can adjust to different situations, and once he got a beat on him, he handled things extremely well, threw it well, managed the clock extremely well. A real champion.
All right, over in the Big Easy, it is the NFC Championship game. The Saints hosting the Vikings. Minnesota's rookie receiver Percy Harvin is playing tonight despite suffering migraines this entire week. This game is just getting started. The Vikings have a 7-0 lead right now in the first quarter. Of course, we'll have highlights later tonight at 11. That'll do it for sports. We'll be right back.
That's it for CBS 4 News in HD at 6:30.
We'll see you tonight at 11.